I'm having a strong feeling that if the opposition might stick together and they produce a presidential candidate to face President William Ruto, and then William Ruto have his force as well come out as a presidential candidate, there is going to be a third force that is going to emerge. The third force is going to emerge in the country, and it will completely complicate the matrices, the political matrices that are right now existing in the country. They will complicate things for William Ruto, but most importantly, or maybe more significantly, to the opposition side. And that team is indeed building up. This team is going to be it's going to be composed of Wanjigi, Omtata, Maraga, and many others who feel that they need a different type of leadership from what the opposition team is offering and what William Ruto is going to offer. That is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos, kindly take a second to subscribe. For those who engage me in my comment section, thank you so much. For those who have subscribed and have just come, thank you so much for being here. For those who want to also connect me through and support the channel through the number that I usually give here, it is present. For those who are doing the support, thank you so much. Let me dive into the topic, but before I do so, please subscribe first. Thank you for subscribing. Where do these people get the strength that can bring them up as a third force in the general election in 2027? Number one, Maraga has insisted to be on the ballot. He has started again, he has emerged and is moving across the country to do what he called getting his members on board, getting his team on board. So Maraga, I saw him in Kwale, he has been in Kisii here, he has been in Nairobi, even was in Tanzania recently, where he was actually standing with none other than Tundu Lissu, the leader of Chadema in Tanzania, the opposition party in Tanzania. So, ladies and gentlemen, Maraga insisting that it's going to be at the ballot, it's a clear indication that these people, there's someone supporting him. And I doubt whether it could going to be these Akina Wanjigi and the others. Akina Umtata. They are fronting him on the basis that this guy already has a name in the country. And probably they want him to be the presidential candidate. So the strength will come in the sense that they already have a presidential candidate who has started popularizing himself. So that one alone, it's enough to make it a third force. There are people in this country who are right now saying, personally, I prefer Maraga when you talk about integrity to be one of the best candidates. So there are people in this country, there's a certain faction who feel that Maraga is a better candidate when compared to all these others. So therefore, there's a likelihood you'll also pull a crowd, a huge one, to his side. So I feel strongly that Maraga gives the opposition, the third force team, the strength to emerge in 2027. That's the first one. What also gives them the strength is the youths of this country. In the protests of 25th June 2024, the clarion call was that we want integrity in our leadership. And if these youths maintain the same call in 2027, the fact remains that Maraga will be able to attract support across the country and a tribal one. Youths from Eldoret, Kisumu, Mombasa, Nairobi, Kisii, Migori, and many other parts of this country, even to Turkana and Baringo, will come out and support Maraga if the spirit of 25th June 2024 emerges. Now, these youths, they will give the third force the strength. Despite they might not get the support of the youths, because definitely I can see Kenya is again heading to the tribal aspect of voting. The fact remains that at least they'll have something to campaign on. They'll have an idea in mind that will be able to bring other people on board. So therefore, we are going to have the youths in the country being the strength for the third force. And if the people of this third force manage to revive the spirit of the youths come 2027, the fact remains that let's wait for these guys in State House. Why? If the youths revive their spirit and then they vote straight away to State House, but based on the candidates that have been presented, there will be a lot of division on the votes of the youths. Why? We're going to have some support in the Mount Kenya, especially Gachagua, because of how he has been championing the interests of the youths. Number one, he has been fighting for the abductions to stop. No one else has come out the way Rigathi Gachagua came out. Number two, I think it's Maraga also tried. But Gachagua came out, even mentioned the name of the person who literally was in charge of the team that was abducting Kenyans. He even threatened to expose the room, who expose the name fully, to expose even where the youths are being kept. So there are some youths who will feel that getting a shower fought for the youths. I'll support him. That's number one. Number two, there are those who support Matiang'i. They feel that Matiang'i is a good performer. He can be able to deliver than Maraga. So that particular number of youths will also reduce the votes that will go to the third force. Number three, there are youths who believe in William Ruto. Come rain, come sunshine. Those people are going to vote for William Ruto. Number four, there are people who also support Raila Amolo Odinga, especially from Luo Nyanza. These people will die with Raila Amolo Odinga whichever the time. So therefore, there will be a lot of divisions that are going to happen within the youth force. So the fact remains that is why I doubt strongly that whether these people are really going to pick and get the youths on their side. Also, another strength to this third force, it's the resources that they could be having. We have to admit here that people like Jean Wanjigi can pull resources. These people can fund campaigns, can get friends a few, and fund a campaign. These people, they cannot fail to raise billions of money to support this opposition, the third force. So if they can be able to pull a third force and support it well, the fact remains that it will have strength to face William Ruto and the other people from opposition. So also the resources they have, it's the reason as to why these people can be strong and be a third force come 2027. We cannot rule out the ability of Wanjigi because this guy has funded Raila Amolo Odinga, has funded Uhuru Kenyatta in campaigns. So therefore, we cannot assume the ability. The ability they have, it's so immense. It's so huge. It's so huge. Also, another thing we have to say, it's the information. Despite just having what you call the ideas that are okay, the fact is these people are informed. If people listen to them keenly, they can be able to get votes. Why? People like Wanjigi, Omtata, they are so informed about the constitution to an extent that you can feel that if they are given this country today, they will turn around everything. Of course, that is not the reality because this country for the 60 years that has been alive, we've been having a lot of dirty things happening that cannot be fixed in one regime or even by one person or just even in one idea or just with even integrity people. It needs even some dirty people to come on board. It has been so dirty. So ladies and gentlemen, as we speak today, they have a lot of information that can be able to give them the power. Lastly is integrity. If I also say that the Kenyans are looking for people with integrity in leadership, then the third force might be the option. Why? If Maraga comes on board as their presidential candidate, then is the integral person that you need here. It's the person with integrity that is needed by Kenyans. Someone who has never taken a bribe, never been linked with any corruption case, someone who's never been in politics before, someone who just wants to have a different change in this country. And the fact remains, it's the person who can be able to bring the respect for the rule of law seriously. Yes, Kalonzo can, but the fact is, Maraga being the presidential candidate from the other side, he can also do it being that he has been the judiciary for quite some time. However, we can't rule out that also judiciary had so many cases to do with corruption. And up to now, they exist. So the fact remains, as we speak today, these people also present integrity that can be a strength to the third force. I don't know what you think, whether the third force is going to exist, but let me see on the comment section what you think. See you next time for more videos. My name is Abel Mukwa.